Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hello, Sumi. How are you today?
Sumi, you're here. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for joining us.
I watched a couple of your videos the other day. Very nice. Really, really enjoyed them.
I haven't had a chance to check you out yet, but I will get there.
It's been a crazy day around here weather-wise. We started
Get
out,
that box to go in.
started out like rainy and miserable, and then it got sunny and kind of nice, and then it got rainy and miserable again, and now it's sunny and kind of nice again, but the temperature's dropping. We're supposed to go down to almost freezing tonight. So that's not going to be good.
Hello, Peter. How
Hello,
are
Peter.
you?
How are you? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you.
Are you getting rain today too? Crazy weather.
Yeah, we were just talking about the weather here. It was nice, pouring this morning and miserable, and then got nice, and then pouring again, and then got nice, and now the temperature's taking a dip. You're in New York, Peter, right? So it must be pretty much similar. You're probably a little colder than us for sure. You're up in the Adirondacks, is it? I think area or whatever. Yeah. So
Hello, Hammy. How are you today? Hello, Liz G.
Blue Mountain Adventures. Welcome. Hi, Amy. How are you? Hi, Liz.
Hammy, we did your challenge today.
Yes, we did. We did it for you. I put my suit on. I've lost a lot of weight since I wore that suit. It was very big for me. It's crazy.
Well, we bought that suit when Monty got married, so we bought that suit in 2005.
Yeah.
So since 2005, he's lost it and I've gained it, but we won't go there.
No.
Let's not talk about that.
No. That's okay. You know. Excuse me. I'll be right back. I got to get my cell phone.
Uh-oh, he forgot his phone. So that way he can read without having to strain his eyes.
I won't touch any buttons this week. I was deleting folks and timing them out last week by accident because I'm not really very tech savvy, and I don't know. I was deleting people. I couldn't believe it. I looked up. I had deleted like six people and timed them out and everything. And the Godfather Jesse,
Godfather.
the Modfather. I mean, Jesse was here, and he's like, "What? Will you just stop touching buttons?" You know. I mean, really, it's crazy. Yeah, so anyways, I got my suit on. Susie got all dolled up. Sweepy got dolled up too. You'll see.
We did Sweepy for you too, Hammy. Wanted to make sure she was part of it.
Now I just have to put it together and edit it, and then I'm going to probably put it out very soon, maybe even tomorrow night, like probably.
She said that makes you feel great, right?
It did, sort of.
I knew he wasn't going to agree. I do like getting dressed up, but I like to wear dresses all the time. So I wear dresses like I'm actually wearing the dress that I wore in the picture. So because I do like to wear dresses, but my thing was trying to decide which dress to wear and what jewelry to wear with my dress. So problems. You got to turn your volume down.
Whoops, have my volume on.
Hello, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. How are you? That's my sister, Sandy. She's the one who's responsible for all the nice photos. Whenever I put up a photo, a photo shoot or a slideshow, whatever you want to call it, it's always Sandy's photos. She's an excellent photographer. I like to call her an artist because she sees things with her eyes that most people don't.
Hammy said buttons aren't toys.
No. No, and it was good today too. I was out in the yard working on the RV, and I was completely like filthy from working on it. So I took my before picture, and of course I got like a 3-day beard growing, so I got a close up of the beard. And
well, it was only one day actually. It was 4 days the other day before you shaved, but yes, that was just one because you just shaved the day before. So
it was 2 days then.
2 days, okay.
So whatever. So.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Liz. They both said I look very nice today. So I wore my favorite color, yellow, for the picture. For the Hammy's got a shine on challenge going on. So you're supposed to wear what you normally wear and then get all dressed up nicely, and take do a little photo shoot kind of thing. And but she's a tomboy. She admitted tomboy, and she lives on a farm and is always playing with the animals. And he watched her video the other day. He said she was out there cleaning the chicken coop and
the day before she was all dolled up in a dress and makeup and looked like a lady ready to go to like a ball dance or something, and then the next day she's out there cleaning chicken poop.
Playing the chicken poop. So
I love it. It's a wonderful channel too. It's a lot of fun,
Liz said that you look very dapper too.
Yeah,
Liz, this is his favorite flannel shirt. He got this for
Favorite.
Christmas last year, and I think he probably has worn on every live so far. Everybody must be like, wow, that guy's only got one shirt to wear.
well, my daughter gave it to me. It's probably the best shirt I've ever had. It's like the warmest and thickest. It's got all kinds of pockets, and it's very, very comfortable. It just seems to fit me nice.
Hammy says we are always beautiful. Thank you, Hammy.
Thank you very much.
Very sweet.
Thank you very much. I didn't feel too beautiful when I was covered with insulation this afternoon, scratching after I got done ripping apart the RV. By the way, if anybody thinks that the RV is made out of something solid, forget about it, because I took the back of Finicky Fanny all apart. I took the bed out and everything because I'm doing some winterizing in the back. I want to put some heating pads on the on a water tank. There's nothing there, nothing. It's amazing. You can see right out to the ground. Right out, you can see the lawn, everything. It's crazy. Yeah, so there's not much to them. I understand that that's what they do for weight and stuff. I get it. And if it was any heavier, my God, I don't know what we get for gas mileage. We're only probably getting 11 or 12 now miles a gallon. And at these prices, whew, it's a little bit steep.
Peter said it's not been too many there today, but the last couple of days were terrible.
Yeah.
So actually, yesterday morning we had a little bit of rain and
Yeah.
a little bit of wind, but then by afternoon it was beautiful out. It was sunny and warm and
Yeah,
nice.
we had about an hour of
So-
some pretty serious wind though. It knocked over my step ladders and moved some stuff around the yard, and then next thing you know, cleared up. But yeah, tonight's supposed to get really cold though. Unfortunately. Hello, Gary. How are you? Nice to have you on.
Hello, Gary's got to go walk Lexi before it gets too dark and cold.
Yeah, give her a pet for me, okay?
Thanks
Please.
for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Susan,
Susan Sprague,
hello.
hello. How are you? You're a new friend. Thanks for coming to visit us.
Wow. It really means a lot to have all you people show up. By the way, we always sit here just before we go live and wonder if we're going to have anybody here at all. Then always somebody shows up. All of our friends seem to show up.
Susan, yes, that was the result of Nicole, which we got like nothing compared to what we thought we were going to get. A little bit of winds and not even that bad of rain. I mean, it rained pretty hard, but not only for a couple hours,
We had a couple of
horribly.
like heavy downpours. It rained.
Yeah.
It rained light but steady, though. I must say, it rained constantly, but it was a light rain. It's a good kind of rain. It didn't wash away. It just kind of soaked into the ground. We just been through one of the worst droughts that we've had in years around here. So we could really use the water. We're in Massachusetts, Janet. Janet Homestead, welcome.
Hello, Janet. Where you are? Hello. So nice of you to come visit us.
We're in Massachusetts. We're right on the south coast. We're about 60 miles south of Boston, pretty much due south of Boston. That's where we get our crazy accent from that everybody seems to pick up on. We don't even notice it.
Oh, Sue, that was Sue.
Oh, hello, Sue.
She was on her personal channel.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Sue. So very nice to see you again. She was on her personal channel with it rather than.
Forgive me. I'm like.
Never knew your last name, but now we do.
Well, you're gonna like.
Yeah, but she just said it's
Hammy said she's gonna light her
Yeah.
stove for the first time tonight, so it's gonna get nippy.
it's minus 9 Celsius.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
she's up in Canada, so we know nothing about cold here as opposed to what they know up there. Believe me.
Wow.
We're-
9 Celsius. What's that compared to
I
Fahrenheit?
have no idea. What is that?
Do you know that? What that is? Hammy?
I learned that in school, but I learned a lot in school and I don't have it in my head right now.
Peter said during the day it wasn't bad yesterday, but it started raining very hard during the evening. Yeah, no, it was. I don't know what time it started raining. Did it rain overnight here? Did you
It rained
notice?
overnight, but I believe it was
It did?
because
Yeah.
I woke up a couple of times and I could hear the rain against the window, but you couldn't hear it on the roof. And according to how wet it was and stuff, it didn't look like it was too bad.
Liz says, "Holy, holy burr."
I know, huh? That's a good idea, Sue, to use the other channel. Yeah, give
Well, thank you, Sue.
give extra subs and views. Thank you so much.
Hopefully, you hit the like button before you left.
Thank you so much. Jeez, what do you want, everything? Oh boy, yeah. So.
Oh, it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yep.
Ooh.
See, so
that's chilly.
we're 50 here, so
Yeah, we're supposed to go down to. Would you say 28 tonight? Did you say today or tomorrow?
It's supposed to go down to 28 tomorrow night. Yeah. Tonight's
So,
supposed to go
yeah.
down. Tonight's supposed to dip down to like 32, 30 degrees. That's why I'm glad I got the finicky Franny antifreeze up because yeah, it's definitely time.
Yeah, we had to go back and get her from the repair shop. She hasn't gotten repaired. She's just sitting there in the parking lot waiting to be done.
3
And
weeks, supposed to be
so-
7 to 10 days, and 3 weeks later, we're worried about it freezing.
so we went and got her and brought her home.
And I asked the guy, I said, should I antifreeze it before we take it? Oh, no, I don't, it'll be fine.
Wait a
It'll be
minute,
fine.
Sue, not Mr. Nuh-uh, don't forget about Mr. You know who. You don't want to say hi to him. Is he here again? Uh-oh.
Mr. Burgles.
Hello, Squirrel. How are you today? Thank you, Sue. It's gonna cause trouble
He's
again.
been going everywhere,
He's done a couple other channels that we've been watching.
If he really takes over, what they're doing is they just tell everybody that they're going to stop their live, so they stop their live and then they bring it up again quick, and everybody just gets back on it. He's gone, so it's going to be a robot of some sort. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to know what the heck it is, to be honest with you. But
Liz says she must miss us. Finicky Franny.
Yeah.
We missed her for sure, and I haven't her
I
out
did
there.
really. It was empty. It was we've actually kind of fallen in love with it. We have so much fun with it. It's a lot. It's a lot of work going camping and stuff, but it's so much fun once you get there. And so relaxing, and Sweepy likes it too.
Amy said it's actually 18 degrees,
Oh,
not 20. Yeah, so that's definitely colder.
okay.
So we'll complain about the 28, and that'll be enough.
And you're in for it. That's nothing.
He said they've had 3.7 inches of rain this month before Nicole hit.
Wow.
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 Oh no, before Nicole hit, we had less than a half an inch. So wow, so they got like 3 inches of rain from Nicole. Wow. Wow. That is a lot, Peter. Hopefully the animals all stayed well. Chickens and everybody.
Squirrels Magnet Fishing, welcome.
We're doing good, Squirrel. Thanks so much for coming to visit.
We're doing really good today. Yeah, it's been a really good day. Yep, the water barrel is frozen.
Ooh, I bet
Yeah,
so.
that's how cold it is, right?
Yeah.
Yep, everybody will be skating on the ponds up there pretty soon too. Won't be long.
Thank you, Sue, for blocking him.
Very much. I don't get the kick. I don't see what they get out of it, but whatever. Everybody's got their own thing, I suppose. Whatever.
Well, we didn't think he'd come back because he did it the one time, so we were hoping that would be it.
He's been going around in everybody's life, giving everybody kind of a hard time though. Whoops.
Tammy said she's so glad she wasn't wearing a dress this week. I bet not.
Yeah.
How was your dinner, by the way? Did he take you out for a nice dinner?
I gotta agree with you, Liz. Those people like that need a hobby other than, trying to aggravate other people.
What he does though is he puts us up on the screen talking about what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's his deal. So next day he went on his channel and we were up there.
Yeah.
And he was talking about whatever we said about
whatever we said
what he was
about him.
doing. Yeah.
He had a split screen. He had him in like a mask, so you couldn't tell who it was. And on the other side, he had us and anything that we said to complain about him. Then if you look, there's a whole bunch of people that I recognize that he's done the same thing to.
Right. Liz says she can give him some ideas, like painting kindness rocks, right, Liz? That'll keep him busy.
See how white that is?
I know. How come it's so
I don't
light?
know. Tell me if I shut this light off if it's any better.
It was fine a minute ago, but it kind of got. Oh, there it's back. It's back to normal again. It's just must be. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, well, the Wi-Fi's been weird around here today,
Yeah, I
so
think
we
it's
could
been-
be getting a bad signal, a weak signal too. It's been weird. It's been on and off all day, even on our cell phones. Our cell phones have been slow. I don't know.
Should we send him some rocks, Liz, and a rock painting kit maybe, and he can paint some rocks and do something nice for somebody and do some kindness, something good and kind.
So yeah, so it's been a heck of a week. We went and got the RV on Monday and brought it home, and I went out. We had a leak in the front when we were in Vermont, and we were in a deluge. We were in some really heavy rain. Sweepy wants to get up on the couch, so you have to excuse me. I have to move some stuff. But the Sweepy,
Dad put stuff in her spot.
Sweepy always comes first.
Oh, she changed her
But
mind.
she changed her mind. Okay. And so we were in like a deluge, and we were doing 50, 60 miles an hour down the highway, and we pulled into a rest area. We were going to get some coffee and tea or whatever. and I felt up here above my head, and I felt some water. I'm like, oh my God, my heart sank. I'm like, because I know that Class C's, the worst thing that happens to them is the front gets wet, and then you're pretty much in real trouble. So I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. So we got in there and looked, and it was coming in one corner. And so so Monday I went out there and looked at what I had to do to fix that. And then Tuesday I did that. And I got it all sealed. It's all good. There was no damage. There's a little bit of warp to the board that it got wet, but it's perfect. It's solid. I added another brace to it, and that all went in good. So that got done. And that was what, Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah, did good. Hammy said she's been eating ribs 3 times this week. Once on dress night yesterday at a meet and greet. She met friends that at their hunt camp here and came from Croatia. That's really cool. How'd you meet your friends from Croatia? They love Grandma
They love
Laka.
Grandma Laka. I love
Who
Grandma
doesn't
Laka
love
too,
Grandma
right?
Laka?
It's amazing, It's amazing. Yeah, check out Moon Mountain Adventures and check out Grandma Laka. She's very, very funny and very entertaining for sure.
She got that Shine On challenge going on.
Yeah,
So
dress up and be part of the
go for
action.
fun. Yeah, for
just
fun.
take a quick video or even just pictures if you don't have a way to take a video or whatever. Just take some pictures on your cell phone and send them over to her. She wants you in your normal attire and then looking like you're ready to go to a wedding or a funeral or
A
something.
wedding or a funeral.
Well, I mean, we've been married for 46 years or whatever, 45, 46 years. And like we talked about it today, I mean, Sue says I only had a suit on 5 times. That's a little low. I say 20, and that's a little high. But I'll tell you what, it hasn't been a lot of times.
No.
Funerals, weddings, if I'm in the party, I've never gone to court. So most people would say to go to court, although I did go to court for some traffic stuff, but I didn't wear a
Well, you
suit.
certainly didn't wear a suit.
But anyways, yeah, I'm not a suit guy. I put that tie on and I felt like I was claustrophobic. I couldn't stand it. I don't know how those guys do it all day long with that thing wrapped around their neck. I swear, it's terrible.
Her friends from Croatia found her from. They found her channel. They bought property up this way and found her channel, and now they hang out every time they come to visit family.
Awesome, man.
Very cool.
Very cool.
That's very cool. Do they speak English? Croatia. I don't know if that's Croatia. You would think would be like a Russian, right?
I have no idea.
Speak Russian, maybe.
That sounds right to me.
2 lovebirds.
Is that us?
Yeah, that's what Liz says.
Sometimes. Yeah, we've been together a long time. We started seeing each other in high school, actually.
Actually, no, because we never really saw each other in high
You
school.
were in high school.
Right.
I had quit school.
Right.
I was of high school age.
Right.
Geez, it had to be 1971. So between
73.
So we've been married for 46 years. So we've probably been with each other though for more like 50 plus years actually, because we went 3, 4, 5 years before we got married.
A couple of years before we got married.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
So.
Tammy said that yes, they speak good English, and she did a few videos yesterday of the visit. So that's great. We'll get to see them and meet them.
Welcome, Bud Files.
Hello, how are you guys?
Aboard. I've been watching a lot of your videos. They're very, very entertaining. I love the history, especially involved.
Yeah, he totally enjoys your history lessons.
Yeah, I really did. I just watched the wall drug one, and I had no idea about the whole complex or, where it came from or anything. It was amazing. What a huge place. So you should see. It's amazing.
I didn't get to watch that video yet. Yeah,
amazing. Don't see that kind of love often anymore. It's more of just the deep caring for each other. The kissy part's over. Really, we're just old. We don't get me wrong. We'll kiss, but we
too
don't.
Much information. Stop. You can turn yourself red.
Probably already been thinking about it.
Yeah. Squirrel, how's the magnet fishing doing? Is it over? Well, you're in, I think, Missouri, right? So it's probably still warm enough there for you to be magnet fishing, I wonder.
Where?
I think he's in Missouri, isn't he?
I think
Squirrel.
so.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
So, yeah, I think he's Missouri. I think
watched
he's
so many.
Missouri.
I watched so many
I
different
know.
channels.
It's hard to remember especially my old crazy brain.
You're right, Sandy. It's too much information.
Right?
You're supposed to stop me.
I told him it, didn't I? I tried.
Yeah.
How's the weather out in Vermont today, Sandy? Is it cold?
I bet it is. So I just washed all that Vermont dirt off because the last time we were up there was about a month ago now. Geez, was it that long? 3 weeks?
Oh, squirrels in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking it was
I'm thinking of the other people.
Missouri. Sorry. So yeah, it's definitely cold up there. So no fishing right now. Are you done? That's it. The magnets are put away for the winter.
Well, you can magnet fish as long as there's not ice. I'm sure there's not ice yet, maybe.
Sandy said it was 36, but I guess she didn't like that temperature, so she took it away.
So yeah, we were in Vermont about a month ago, and it rained, and we take this long dirt road to get to the campsite, and boy, it was caked with mud on underneath. So I was freaking out because I had to put some undercoating on the thing, and I had already wire brushed it all down and got it all clean. And then we went to Vermont, and then we caked it with mud. So I'm like freaking out because I've been to like Utah and places like that, and I've gotten mud on my fenders up inside, and like in Utah, you gotta like scrape it off practically, you know. But this stuff, I couldn't believe it. It came right off, Sandy. It just boom. I just want you to know, it was like awesome.
She probably knows she's pretty anal about cleaning her car.
She's probably done plenty of it. But
after Utah dirt, she's probably used to it's probably like, wow, that was easy.
I got 1/3 of the right.
I still have mud on my car from what 4 or 5 years ago now. I still got mud jammed in places underneath that will never come out.
We got stuck really bad in the desert, and we were right down to the chassis, and I had to floor it and the inside of the fender wells. When I got home, I couldn't believe it. They were packed with mud. It was crazy. It like soundproofed the front of the car, it seemed somewhat, because it was so packed with mud.
Hello, Vanessa Wigglebutts. You're on vacation. You guys, I hope, having fun and taking a minute out to come and say hello to us.
Wigglebutts Adventures. Check that out.
And they made their 1,000, so congratulations. Everybody check them out. They have the cutest doggies, and they're going to be getting a new puppy soon. So, yeah, that'll be fun getting a new puppy. So another little, this one's going to be, brain fade. I want to say Rottweiler, but it's not a Rottweiler. What's it going to be? I forgot. Terrible brain.
A Berner?
Oh, a Bernese Mountain Dog. That's what it is.
Bernese Mountain Dog.
Kind of the same coloring, anyways. But
they look kind of
big dog. Yeah, Bernese Mountain Dog. That's what she is. So they're getting a new baby. And Squirrel said no, he's done until next year when it warms up. So
yeah, it must be miserable by the water right now.
And Hammy says they say just because you don't dance doesn't mean you don't enjoy the music.
That's right. We enjoy the music. Absolutely.
You just got back today, so hopefully you had fun to go someplace nice and warm. Here you are in Florida, so not that you need to go someplace warm since you're already in Florida, but you probably did, right?
Sue says that her daughter just got a burner doodle from a rescue. And she says it's so cute. Can you imagine? It must be adorable. I've never heard of it. Wow.
A burner doodle. Wow. So
it must be so cute.
It's pot poodle it must be pot poodle and oh my god, what is it actually? That's crazy. A Bernese Mountain Dog and
a poodle.
And poodle, but what's a D? So yeah, let us know what you think with that.
I don't know.
Yes, Bernese Mountain Dog and a poodle.
Yeah,
oh wow, I bet it is adorable. How big is it?
Hello, Steve from Desert Adventures in Arizona. How are you?
Hello, Steve. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
You just got shouted out on Whoa Nelly, by the way. Check it out. They were passing through your area, and just like a couple hours ago, they put their video up, and they were waving hi to you too as they were passing through your town. I think they're in Texas now, though.
Well, that was fast from
well, you can make it in the morning.
Arizona to Texas.
Yeah, you can make it in the morning if you're at the line.
Well,
yeah,
he's 4 months old and a good size. He has big feet. Oh, I bet he's going to be huge.
They've set out on a trip. This is day 5, but day 1 and day 2 wasn't too good for Whoa Nelly, Lucy, and Brian and their dogs. The first day they camped in a place where they'd camped before, I guess, and they were in the middle of the night. They got the knock, boom, 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 boom. It was the cops telling them that they were on city property, so they had to move out. So they ended up driving, and I guess they got the quartzite. They drove through the night, and the next day they got the quartzite. For some reason, they were ready to shut down for the night, and they had dead batteries. And the reason why they had dead batteries, come to find out, is they had the refrigerator hooked on, regular power instead of gas.
Ooh.
And so, because it's a house refrigerator, so they ended up, draining their batteries and didn't even know it. So then they drove again. Then they had to stop in a severe hailstorm, And then day 3, 4, and 5 has been cool. But anyway, Steve, they just shouted you out on their channel. Check it out.
Vanessa said the weather was in the high in the low 80s. Where'd you actually go? I didn't catch that on the website. Obviously, I'm sure you weren't telling people where you were at the time, but where'd you end up going? And Squirrel, what do you do in the winter? Just do YouTube? I mean, there's so much to do.
YouTube,
Yeah, I know. That sounds kind of crazy because there's so much to do on YouTube.
We're consumed with it, right now.
Right.
I mean, Sue does her lives. I do my editing and I watch videos and comment to people, and yeah, it's like we spend basically all our spare time.
We do.
We're
enjoying it.
It's complaining, but just YouTube, yeah, right.
I know. I shouldn't have put it that way.
But no, I know.
So you'll have to get a picture from your daughter so we can see how cute he is, or she, whichever it may be.
So, anyways, on Wednesday of this.
Oh, so you were still in Florida, not too far. So that's why you were able to take the doggies with you.
Oh wow. So on Wednesday of this week, I ended up fixing that leak and got that all straightened out and re-braced it. Thursday, I did Friday. Anyways, Thursday and Friday.
1 day this week.
Thursday and Friday, I actually got 1/3 of the underneath of the rig totally undercoated and clean. It looks brand new, like it just came out of the showroom. I'm so happy with it. I found this stuff. I did some research on the internet, and I found this stuff that everybody seems to like. It sounds like some sort of a TV gimmick, but it's called undercoating in a can. I'm like, okay, it's like Flex Seal, whatever. So I'm thinking about it, and then I did all the reviews on it. Everybody loves it. I got it. I love it. It's unbelievable. It goes on like what the spray you get out of this can is like a regular air gun, like you would use in an auto body shop. It's amazing. You can get all the nooks and crannies. I mean, it stinks though, but then once it dries, the smell's gone. But I'm so happy with it. It wasn't a gimmick at all. It took me about a case of it to do 1/3 of the rig, and it ain't gonna rot at all for years. So I'm very happy about that.
Hello, Carol. How are you today?
Hey, Carol, how are you?
We missed you last week.
Yes, we did.
Oh, she got the time mixed up.
I always get the time
it was
mixed
crazy
up.
time the changing the time. As I get older, I don't think I can't remember that it's changed. But Sweet Pea's remembering because she's complaining that her belly's hungry at 3:30 rather than
3 instead of 4.
Right, 3 instead of 4.
She's there, looking at me. The second day of it, she was literally shaking.
She was very upset.
She's like this. Oh, you got to be kidding me! I'm not being fed. And why are you ignoring me? I can't believe it. But you can't.
We were mistreating
her. I can't feed her at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to feed her around 4. So when it's the other way around, though, she digs it because I'm feeding her an hour earlier. It doesn't seem to matter to her. So, not that it matters to the dogs, anyways. It's just the clock. It only matters to humans.
Her belly. Her belly's her clock. Her internal clock is right on.
Sweepy is the most awesome dog, though. She really is. She's starting to get old, though. She's having a hard time going upstairs and stuff. So now we had to put it, because I'm down cellar a lot doing my editing. She likes to come downstairs, which is fine. She can go downstairs, fine. But going upstairs, she's having a hard time. She's fallen twice. Well, she fell once that we know of, and practically almost broke her hip. And then she fell, we believe, the other day and didn't get hurt. She fell down the side of the stairs. I think, we're not sure, fell down the side of the stairs. And if she did, she's lucky because it's quite a drop and there's all kinds of stuff down there. And by the time I turned around and got back, she was gone. I don't know where the hell she was. I got to the bottom of the stairs. She come out from underneath the stairs with cobwebs on her and all kinds of stuff on her back. And so now we've got these. We used to have this thing that would go outside when they were puppies to put them in to let them run around. And I took that apart, and there's two like gate things. So I have a gate at the top of the cellar stairs so she can't go down when nobody's down there. And I have a gate at the bottom. When I'm down there, I let her come down, but then I put a gate at the bottom of the stairs because I don't want her to go up and fall. So now I have to carry it every time she wants to go upstairs. I have to stop editing or stop whatever I'm doing and carry her up.
And now she knows it, so she stands there and waits
She
for
stands there
him.
and waits now, which is fine. I'm not complaining. Trust me, I love that dog. I would do anything for that dog. But I get a feeling for the rest of my life I'm going to be walking that dog up those cellar stairs and it's fine. I don't want it to fall.
Hello, Nicole. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us. Hello, our treasured home. How are you today?
Whoa, hello.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Awesome. Yeah, so I got to carry Sweepy up the cellar stairs now.
Oh, he treats Sweepy like the queen. She is the queen. These two have like a connection like no other. I swear to God, I don't think you've ever had a connection like to a dog like
I've
that.
always loved every dog I've ever had, and I know everybody says this about the dog that they have at the present moment, but this dog is just special. She's just special. She just really is just a character. Oh my God, she is such a character. She's so funny. She makes you smile, a laugh every day, no matter what. You could come home from a bad day at work, and she's there to kiss your face and snort in your ear, and she's so sweet, so sweet. I'm gonna really, really miss that dog.
The Wigglebutts start complaining they get fed at 5, but they start complaining at 3:30.
Yeah, that sounds about right, right? That sounds about right.
Have they noticed a difference in the time change? Do they start complaining earlier because of the time change? So it's really 6 when they're getting fed now instead of 5. So that's why she's complaining.
Sweepy is very spoiled, but it's okay because she's 12. And the hell with it. I'm gonna spoil her.
Well, he's making her a menace, though. I have to say, you are making her a menace. She was the best dog ever. She never ever got human food. She never got anything. So she was never. You could eat dinner and she was not bothering you constantly, or cook in the kitchen and she wasn't bothering you. Now she's a menace because he started giving her, like, he'll make his peanut butter crackers and he gives her the knife, or he'll give her the crumbs of this, or he makes cheese and he'll give her a little cheese, or he eats his ice cream and he gives her the bottom of the ice cream bowl or the bottom of the container of ice cream. And now she's just a menace.
The thing is,
I have to yell. I was cooking yesterday. I yelled at her at least 4 times because every time I turned around, she was underfoot, and I was ready to trip on her and hurt her. And it's like, no, get out of the way.
The way I look at it is she's 12 and she's not going to be around very long, and I'm going to miss the shit out of her, and I'm going to even miss the fact that she is a menace. You know what I mean?
That's what we keep saying. You're going to wish you had her to trip over.
She's just the sweetest little thing. She brightens my day up every single day. And she's actually Traveling Merton and Sue. Our channel would be nothing if it wasn't for Sweepy. All of the work that we've done, all of the editing I've done, all the filming we've done, pales in comparison to the views that we get on her shorts. Amazing.
Right,
one shot of her alone got 1,700 views, and it's still climbing. And all it is just her sitting there looking at the camera. It's just amazing.
Being cute.
And we work, and we edit, and we film, and we do this, and we do that. And I don't know how many views we have, but it certainly isn't the thousands that Sweepy has. That's for damn sure. I think we have something like, the last time I looked, 2,000 views on 200.
Oh, on that one.
No, 203,000 views to our whole channel.
Oh, but most of them all Sweet Pea, right?
But most of them are all Sweet Pea, right? We get no credit for it.
Hello, Dawn Ray.
So.
How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us. Liz says that her kitty got under her feet today. Oh my Lanta. I love that saying. That's one of Liz's favorite. Oh my Lanta.
Oh man.
Hammy says her snoring is priceless.
It is priceless,
She's always snoring. Yes, she is now.
She sleeps. Yeah, she's actually snoring. But when the first few years of her life, she slept. We got the Cesar Millan book, so we followed How to Raise a Puppy by Cesar Millan, and the way he raises a puppy is they always go to sleep in their crate, right? So she slept in a crate for years, and then her brother died, so she was like depressed. The dog was just plain old depressed.
She was.
She missed that guy so bad, and she didn't want to do anything, and then so I felt bad. Well, actually, we went on vacation, and she started sleeping with us, and then she didn't want to go back into her cage. So
what happens is on vacation, you don't want to take the crate out of the car and tote the crate in. So on vacation, we would let her sleep with us.
So when we got
when we got to Utah, she went back in her crate. She was fine. Then we got home because we slept on the way home in the hotel again. She slept in the bed with us, but when she got home, she wasn't going in that crate.
So, anyways, because of that, though, she has her own space. We have a.
Bye, Vanessa. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.
I have a blanket about, I don't know, like that by like that, and it's on her side, and that's what she sleeps on all night. You know how most dogs, when you sleep with them, if you roll over, they take the space, and if you move, they take the space, and then the next thing you know, you're almost falling up the side of the bed. I've had dogs like that, and they've got the whole bed there sprawled out. No, Sweepy stays right in her little space, and her snoring soothes me. It really does. It really, really does.
Dawn Ray, can I ask what kind of new things you learned today? New skills? Is that a okay question?
A day is, my grandfather used to say, a day is wasted if you didn't learn at least one damn thing. That's very true.
Well, I learned a few new things the other day because I went on.
Bye, Wigglebutts Adventures. Thank you for stopping by.
I went on Rambling with the Brums with Scott. I actually did my third live with someone else. My first was with Peter, Old Man King, and then I went on with Devil Dog, and then my third one was with Scott at Rambling with the Brums. But he and Jesse was there. Jesse from Lazy Days, and they taught me a few things, or me to tell him. Not I didn't learn them, but for me to tell him a few things to do that we can learn. So
I don't do these nighttime lives because I'm in bed at 7 o'clock. Susie was up till midnight last night, right?
I was up to midnight, so way past my bedtime.
Susie works hard for our channel, and plus she likes all you people besides. So, and I like all you people too, but I have to sleep. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm an old guy, and I'm still a mechanic, so I pretty much don't have a lot of energy by the end of the day. So, by 7:30, I'm sighing out usually.
Oh, she processed her first rabbit and processed a few more quail in a different way. Oh, that's definitely a different skill, right?
Process. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Do you enjoy rabbit? Do you make rabbit stew? Is that what you do? And quail stew, or what do you make with them? I've never had rabbit or quail, actually.
I've had rabbit.
You've had rabbit before?
Yeah, once when I was a kid. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Tastes like chicken?
Similar, I suppose. Pretty much that's what everybody says. Everything tastes like, pretty much, right? It's chicken.
Yes, Liz, I was burning the midnight light. Liz knows I'm usually, once in a while, I'll talk to Liz later at the night, and it's like because I ate too much chocolate or I ate too much ice cream, and I'm buzzing from the ice cream because I don't normally do caffeine. So.
Yeah, I could agree with you, Sue. Doing some some lives is fun.
That's Dad again, Sandy.
But I can't stay awake past 7 to do them. But I do them from time to time. Even doing our lives is fun. I'll never forget. Like we just have so much fun doing this.
We do.
It's amazing. The first time we did this, we were like scared to death. I swear to God, we were like so scared to death.
And now we're so excited when we're done.
Now we're like almost excited. The only thing I worry about when we first get here is anybody going to come? But all kinds of people come.
I know we're lucky to have such nice people come visit us.
Such nice folks.
Dawn's gonna have it with her rabbit with pasta and or baked.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So. Wow, there's all these. I think, did I just delete somebody? I hope not.
Uh-oh, he's touching it with his finger again, guys. Sorry if he deleted somebody.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what are you doing over there?
So, anyways, on to what I did this week to Finicky Franny. So, today I went out because we are going to go camping in the winter, and we're going to hit some temperatures that are probably going to be maybe possibly even in the teens a couple times here and there, but pretty much will be above freezing. But a few nights we're going to be below freezing, so I don't want nothing to freeze, and we need to have water on board. So I took the bed out of the back and cut out the insulation and exposed the water tank. And Gary from RV Living Life told me I should put some heat pads on them and run some electricity to the heat pads with some toggle switches. So
Hold on a second. Hello, Nathaniel. How are you? You're a new friend. Come visit. Thank you
hello,
so
Nathaniel.
much.
And so I'm going to put the heating pads right on the freshwater tank and run some electricity there. And I'm going to put insulation all the way around that tank. And then I'm going to put a small heater, ceramic heater that is thermostatically controlled. And both the heating pads and that is thermostatically controlled to go off at like, I don't know what it is, like 37 or whatever. And work. So that way I'll never have to worry about anything freezing. I'd also have to put heating pads on the freshwater tank and the gray water tank. So anyways, today I got that started. So I'm feeling good. I'm pretty on now. If I just get the universal joints and carrier bearings in it, we're pretty much all set.
All set to
Yeah,
go.
all
Quad site,
set.
here we come.
Yep.
Peter said he had to go put the chickens to bed. Hopefully they're all good. And he said his yacht. He said the animals were all fine earlier, but he said that the yacht is a mess. It's must be muddy mess.
Muddy
So
and terrible and shit, yeah.
hopefully you got some good boots to wear, Peter.
Look, Gary just turned his heat pads on. Thank you for those links, Gary. Too. I got the same ones that you got, and they're supposed to be coming shortly, maybe in a couple days. So I got everything exposed. It's ready to go. I figured out where I'm going to get the juice from and where I'm going to mount the toggle switches and my gray tank and my black tank. I'm going to run a separate line for that. I'm going to have the toggle switches right inside the bay and just run right off the batteries direct because it's right next to the battery bay. So I'm not even going to worry about it. Just run its own wires. And I'm gonna be like you, Gary. Every time I turn the toggle switch on, I'm gonna have to go out and feel them anyways to see if they're working, to make sure. So it doesn't matter if I got to go out and turn the two toggle switches on in the bay. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna turn the two toggle switches on the fresh water tank inside the rig, and I'm still gonna go out and feel them to make sure that they're working. So
Yeah.
He's
really enjoyed it. I remember you saying to me, Gary, that he's gonna love your videos because they're very informational, and he does. He's really enjoyed
all of your videos, Gary. I haven't watched all of the shorts. I've watched a few of them. And
but he really has.
I will go back and run through the shorts. So, and I've learned a lot. I thank you very much. You know, especially these heating pads. It's a good deal. I was gonna go a different way that might not have been quite as well as that. That's for sure. Didn't even know they made heating pads.
Carol, I'm so sorry. I hope your Parkinson's isn't getting worse. Hopefully, it's just the weather that's got you down, but hopefully it's not your Parkinson's getting worse. So I'll definitely say an extra prayer for you because I don't want you feeling bad.
Oof. With the wind chill, it'll be 19 degrees where Gary is in the morning. I guess this morning.
She's battling a pinched nerve and her knees are hurting as well. Carol, well, that's too bad. We'll definitely say extra prayers for you.
Now, Carol, Henderson, that's right? It's right off 95, right? 95 South? Just wondering, just curious. Because even though we may not be able to visit you on the way down, we may possibly, if we have time, and I don't have to get back to work, depending on how late we're running, we may be able to stop by and see you. I'll just take 95 north home. But the way we're going down, we're going to be 200 and I think Google told me
286 miles.
No, 271 miles from here, yeah. So it would be 271 miles one way and 270 miles back. A, I don't have time for that, and B, would be very expensive in fuel. But on the way back, I could probably take 95 north. And if Henderson's close to that, I think it is.
Oh, Gary said he's boondocking in the parking lot beside the place where he has to take a test tomorrow. His commercial truck license expires in January. He needs to update it before he crosses into the U.S. on Wednesday.
You have to have a commercial truck license to drive
for
a Class
A?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. So.
Oh, I had no idea.
I thought you didn't have to have a special license, but I guess. Is that just a U.S. rule? Is that why before you cross into the U.S. or? She said she's on Highway 85.
Now, I'll have to check it out, Carol. If it's not too far, we're going to try to visit you on the way home. If we have time, it depends on how it works out. Depends on weather, what happens in quartzite, and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely good luck, Gary, tomorrow. I'm sure after all, you've been doing it for many, many years, so I'm sure it's probably really simple.
Hey, if you can
But
drive,
maybe a written test, maybe not always easy when you get your nerves going.
if you can get that rig out of that campground that you got into there, and you manage to get it out, I don't see why you can't get a license. That's for sure.
Sue said at least you'll be right there and you can't have an excuse to be late.
Right.
I could find an excuse.
Susie's funny, you know. She really is. Like today, I told her we were sitting there eating breakfast. I said, "Well, we're gonna go live in 7 hours and 15 minutes." You know, and I bug her all day because I don't want to be.
But he did today. Normally every day he's
Because I get busy though. You notice.
Yes, every Sunday he's usually giving me an update every few hours. By the way, you got
every
3 hours. You
I'll
got 2 hours. You got 15 minutes. And today I'm like, I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh, I got like 45 minutes. He goes, yeah. I said, you forgot to tell me. So.
Yeah, I was really busy today. I haven't stopped.
Oh.
I didn't have time to even think about it.
And my kids are complete opposite. My kids want to be on time. They don't like to be late. So they do not take after their mother in that way. He likes to be on time too. So they took after dad that way. Nobody wants to be like me and be late.
When I like to be 5 minutes early for work. Period. Just like that. Just if I'm not, I feel late, and if I'm late, I hate it. I hate to start the day off late. And sometimes it happens. Like you some mornings you're like it's like clockwork. Everything goes right, or other mornings you'll lose your car keys, or you can't find your wallet, or have to make an extra trip to the bathroom, or whatever. And then the next thing you know, you're 2 minutes late for work. I hate it. I really do. I like to be 5 minutes early. It's perfect. That way you can get in, get situated, turn on the lights, turn on the music, get yourself ready to go to work, and boom, by that time it's 6. By 5.
Oh, Gary says in Canada you have to have a Class D license for vehicles over 26,000 pounds.
Oh.
But he said I have a Class A, which allows any vehicle. Then you need a Z brake endorsement for vehicles with air brakes. Oh wow.
Mm.
So I guess that's why you got to make sure you get that done, huh?
Yeah.
And so you come into the U.S. So you're heading to Florida at this point, I take it. I know that's where you were gonna head to. You're staying someplace in Florida for the winter, right?
Yeah, and then they're not going to Quartzite, right?
No, he's going to Florida. But I forget what part of Florida. Are you going to be over near Sue or? Then in any state or province, you have to have a license to meet the needs of your motor state, your home state or province. Oh, wow.
Oh, I see. That's how it works, huh?
Ah.
Oh, geez. Oh, so.
You're going to graduate next year, Nathaniel? That's awesome.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Florida for 180 days. Good for you. Mainly around Orlando. Good for you. You'd be nice and warm.
I do love that area. Orlando's beautiful.
You won't need the heating pads, Gary. There, that's for sure.
I bet, Nathaniel. So you're graduating from high school or college? Both are pretty exciting. Carol wants you to let her know more about your route.
Yeah, I'll be.
We'll try to make it, Carol, but it all depends on the weather, obviously, and how much further we have to go. Since we're doing like 2,400 miles already, we may not want to be able.
2,700.
We may not be able to go the extra 200 to 300 miles.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
I mean, probably we'll have time, but maybe not. You never know. Weather really, makes a difference, and I have to be back to work at a certain day too. Unfortunately, I have 6 straight weeks off though, so that's great with pay too. So.
And Nathaniel's graduating from high school, so that means it'll be junior prom this year. So do you have a nice girl you ready to pick up to take you to the prom?
Hope so, right? For his sake. So.
A lot of kids just go with their friends now. That's so popular now that all the kids, they all get together and go as a bunch of friends rather than having dates.
Yeah, that makes that takes the pressure off too.
Right. No pressure.
I don't know. Do kids know how to date? They seem to do all this socializing through the media. It's crazy. The kids at work will sit there at the table and text each other across the table. It's not. I'm sure they're probably saying bad things about me or whatever, but it's crazy.
Carol said it'd sure be nice if you could meet in a parking lot. Do you drive, Carol?
Yeah, we can meet somewhere. I have to be careful where I go because I get that 32-foot rig.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So I have to be really careful. I'm not going anywhere into
Oh.
tight roads or tight streets, or I pretty much stay into the truck stops and the highway. Once we get the quad site, we'll have the Corolla to tool around wherever we want to tool around at, and then Finicky Franny can just stay stationary unless, until we have to empty tanks or something.
Gary, do you tow your car behind your rig? Just curious.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, he does.
Yeah.
Nathaniel said he's so excited for senior year. I know lots happens in your senior year, and then from then you're done with school and on to college, right?
Yeah, and then life changes.
Carol says her daughter drives her.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's nice of
Yeah.
her.
Very
Nice to be able to get to spend time with her that way too, right?
Yeah, very nice.
I used to enjoy going to take my mom when she stopped driving. I used to take her shopping, and we go out for lunch and do grocery shopping or whatever kind of shopping she wanted to do. I used to really enjoy that.
And Gary pulls the Jeep. It's a nice Jeep too, Gary. I must say, I'm not too much of a Jeep fan, but yours is. But that particular model is nice. It really is.
What are you gonna do after
Uh-oh.
school, Nathaniel? You gonna do like a trade of some sort? Carol's truck blew up.
Carol said a truck blew up. Uh-oh, Carol.
We've had a bad week around here. My son's car blew up the week before, last week, and then my daughter's car died on her on Tuesday on her way to work. So it's been a bad car week, and you know how things come in three, so I've been a little bit worried about what the third one's gonna be.
Gary says we look like rich people in Ontario, but in Florida we look like everyone else. Right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, Liz is right. Enjoy every second of it, Nathaniel, because it does go so fast.
It does. Life itself goes by fast. Trust
it
me.
does.
I'm like pushing 70, and it just seems like literally like yesterday that I was riding around on my 1969 Camaro listening to Led Zeppelin with a ponytail almost down to my butt, and boom, that fast, here you are. So really, time flies, and it flies faster as you get older. I know that doesn't make sense because a minute is a minute, but not really.
It's very true.
Trust me.
I know your age, you're probably going, what are these old farts saying?
I remember old people telling me that when I was young, and I'd be, what the hell are you talking about? An hour is an hour. What do you mean it goes by fast so old? I get it. I mean, and I've had older people than I say, you might as well just stay in your pajamas because it's just time to go to bed again. It's like.
Bye, Nathaniel. You have a great night, and thank you so much for coming and join us. If you have a channel, we'll come check you out.
And good luck.
And yes, congratulations. Good luck for the next finish up this year and
the rest of your life, actually.
Exactly.
Life starts now, guys.
It does. It changes fast.
It does. It does. It really does. So.
And Carol said her daughter lives with her.
Oh yeah.
So that's helpful that she can take her where she wants to go.
Oh, good. Awesome.
And she said she can't walk to go into Walmart. So
that's too bad, Carol.
She said her car died because it was a transmission.
Mm.
It's always something, right? Transmissions are very expensive.
Very expensive.
We've had to change a few in our years.
I've had to change a couple.
Yeah.
I baby my cars too, but I've always.
That's something that, even though you baby it.
For some reason, I've always had transmissions go by. Of course, I've always put my own, well, not always. In the older days, I put my own in. Now they got to be computerly, generated or whatever. I mean, programmed and all that. So I don't even bother, even if I had to do it. The last one that blew, Toyota did it. But every other transmission I blew, I did myself. Back in the day, you could go to a junkyard or get a rebuilt tranny and know it would fit your car, and there was no computer involved or anything like that. And Today, though, it's different. It's different. I mean, the mechanic part is the same. You can still change the transmission, but to make it work properly, you got to have these machines to program it and everything else. It's nuts. Absolutely crazy. What kind of truck was it, Cal? Carol says she loved her truck.
Gary, Sue has 3 lives a week, so I don't know how they do it, but they are fun. But I usually make Saturday and Monday for sure. I never make Wednesday because I'm usually working, so I don't usually make the Monday one. But Mondays, I really enjoy Mondays.
I like the Saturday ones because you get to see Bob drive the truck around, smashing stuff. And, he must have been a hell of a race car driver. That's all I got to say. He's fearless behind the wheel. It's funny. He tries to take stuff out. I mean, it's funny.
Sue says a lot for her too.
It is. I'm sure it is. So I'm sure you.
You guys are so good at it, though. You're
Yeah,
naturals.
you're like a natural. It's
Yeah.
crazy, you know. You guys are really good at it. Have you been doing your lives for a long time, Sue, or you know, how long have you been doing your lives?
I know, Liz. I certainly can't change my own tire. I'm one of those girls that don't know how to do that. But Sandy can do it if Sandy's on here.
Dodge Dakota, huh?
Sandy's the one of those girls that can change your oil, but not me. I always had a husband, or my dad and the boys, my family all did that kind of stuff. So there was always a guy around to do it for us.
Ew. Gary just had to replace the power transfer unit in his Jeep. It cost $5,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. It really is. Yikes is right, Gary.
Yeah, but that's not that old. 2017.
No,
That's not very old at all. Wow.
it was an issue that they had with it though, you know, for a while, I guess.
Wow. Sue said they've been doing live since 2017. That's a long time. Wow.
Wow.
That's what, 25 years now?
I started
wow.
started YouTube on December 28th of last year, so we've been doing it for 11 months, right, Sue?
Right. Sandy said, no, we haven't been doing lives that long.
No, not lives, but YouTube. We've been doing lives. This is like our 7th one.
8 maybe.
Or something.
Right. Sandy said, maybe I'm giving her too much credit. Sandy said, maybe a tire, although someone always seems to show up. That's because she's pretty and blonde. That's why guys always show up to help her.
Of course.
Carol said she's looking for a husband. Rick's not available?
Carol says she's looking for a husband.
Yeah, she's looking for a husband.
Like cooking with Rick will feed you well. Trust me, he's
Right.
he's good. I watched. He did a recipe today that looked awesome. It was potato cream soup, and it had like cheese and it was. Oh my God, yeah. He makes simple recipes though. He really does. It's not nothing complicated, but boy, they're good.
Yeah.
I saw a recipe today too, not from Cooking with Rick, but I watched. Might have been Gail Southern Living. I'm not sure, but I watched a lot of videos today. The small potatoes, you take and you boil them so that you can just stick a fork in them fairly easy, and you stop boiling them. You don't boil them soft, and then you take the potatoes and you put them in a cookie sheet. You take a jar, you grease the cookie sheet. Take the potatoes, put them in a cookie sheet. Take a jar, squash all the potatoes down flat, like chocolate chip cookie size or whatever. Brush a little butter across the top, and then fry them.
And bake them.
Bake them,
Oh.
and you can bake them like some people like their potatoes, like kind of burnt and crispy. That's how she made hers, and it looks delicious. It really does. That's something.
We'll have to try that.
I'm definitely gonna try that. A little bit of salt and pepper, parsley, and butter on the top. Oh my God.
Gary said that Bob and Sue do lives as easy as watching TV.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
They are naturals at it, and it is fun.
Yeah. I like Sue's laugh too. She got a nice laugh.
Liz said she used to work for a doctor who got a flat tire and was so upset that he couldn't change his own tire. Yeah, most people like that don't know how to
Most
do
really smart people can't do
Right.
things
common
like that.
sense things whatsoever.
I mean, I know people like Sue knows a guy who's a professor who's brilliant. I mean, the man is brilliant. He's written books, read every book you can imagine, knows everything about everything. But give him a screwdriver and try to get him to take the faceplate off of his light switch. Can't do it. You're gonna have somebody come and do it. So there are people like that are very smart but aren't capable of physically doing much. They're just smart.
Sandy says that Carol ought to get a puppy or a kitty. And you know why that is, Carol, right? Because people are drawn to the puppy or kitty, and that's how you meet people. Her son used to do that when they were in high school. He and his friends, they'd get his friend's dog, and they'd go to the park. And all the girls would just swarm them because they had a puppy or a kitty.
And then if you don't meet somebody because of the puppy and kitty won't let you be lonely.
Yeah, right.
That's for sure.
Exactly. See, it's a
So
win-win
it's a
either way.
win-win, you know?
Dawn says on her Jeep, she changed her oil, tires, etc., but she can't on the truck, and she hates paying for oil changes.
Well, welcome the Moonlight Adventures. Welcome. I'm sorry, honey. What did you say?
Dawn said that she had a Jeep and that she could change her oil and her tires and stuff, but now she has a truck and she can't do it, and she hates paying for it. So That's kind of how he is because he's so used to being a mechanic, but now he's got these big things go wrong and he can't really fix it. Like with finicky Franny, he can fix that, but he doesn't have the machinery or
I'm not pulling
the muscle
I'm
and
not
the
pulling
space.
I'm not
So-
pulling a 23-foot drive shaft out in my yard. It's split with carrier barons that weighs 230 pounds at 70 years old. I'm not doing it.
You're not
So,
70. Quit rushing it.
pushing 70. Still.
You're 66. Stop pushing it.
And almost 67 though. So whatever. I'm just saying, at my age, I can't do it. If it was 15, 20 years ago, I might attempt it, but I'd still have to take it and get it to a machine shop to press the carrier bearings or get the carrier bearings off or on or try to split them off or whatever. I mean, I'm not, I can't. I did all my own work for years, no matter what. I'm not doing anything big. I just can't. I'm just not.
Gary says, sorry, Carol. He's already married to one Carol and one's enough.
Cal's a dog person.
Oh.
I like cats, but I'm a dog person too, Cal. I don't dislike cats at all, but I don't really want a cat. We've had cats, and yeah, they're okay, but they're independent, you know. They're up on everything. They get into stuff, and you know.
Oh, Liz said that her doctor could change but he needed to get a code from what kind of fancy car was that you have to get a code to change a tire? Wow, that's crazy. Probably some sort of fancy Mercedes or something, right?
Or
Or
Maserati or something.
Yeah, right.
Jeez, I never heard of that before. See, that's what I mean about cars. They're getting crazily like
advanced.
high tech, too advanced, to the point where if some of the stuff goes wrong, even the techs at the dealerships can't deal with it. They don't even know what to do. You know.
Crazy. Hello, Moonlight Adventure. Thanks so much for joining us. It was a Jaguar. See,
Yeah. See,
that's why fancy dancy.
it was a Jaguar. Is that
Right.
how you say it? A Jaguar.
Oh no, Sandy meant no instead of a husband. I should have known you meant that.
That's what I said. So that if you don't meet anybody,
No, she meant get a dog instead of a husband in general.
that's what I kind of thought she meant. But what I meant too is kind of the same thing. If you don't get a husband, you still get the dog. Yep.
Gary said Lexi is his best friend. I agree with.
Yeah,
So he's my
dogs are awesome.
my bean.
Dogs are awesome. Lexi's a cool dog. Check out RV Living Life too. You know, he takes walks with the dog. Check out the one where they went to Lake Erie. I'm not sure what the name of the video was, but they went to Lake Erie, and you should have seen Lexi. She was jumping. I mean, just leaping, not running, but literally jumping out of the water and splash, jumping out of the water and splash. She was so happy to be in that water. Oh my God, it was hilarious. I swear. I just sat there and chuckled and chuckled and chuckled. Of course, we couldn't see Gary's face, but I'm guaranteeing you he had a big smile on his face watching that. It was hilarious. And the dog listened well. And in another video, he actually let it swim a little bit, and it came right back. And, you know, so it's really a smart dog too.
Gary gave me one of the best pieces of advice, which was if your dog eats something it shouldn't eat, and you want to make it throw up, you feed it peroxide. So you have to find out the amount of peroxide for your size dog. But that is the best hint ever. Thank you for that, Gary. I've got that in the back of my brain, and hopefully Sweepy doesn't eat anything she shouldn't eat, but if she does, that's a great thing to have.
Gary says, when I got my last Grand Caravan, I opened the hood and Carol said, what do you think? He looked at Carol and said, I think I need an extended warranty. What is all this crap? I get it. You know, what is all this crap? Exactly. You know, it's just crazy. And, you know, yeah, you look under the hood today and really.
Carol said her daughter has a kitty cat. So what do you mean? Are we on live chat? Is that, I think we're on live chat, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Yes. Why, who asked?
Gary.
Yes, we are, Gary. I learned that last week. It just when it comes
He
up.
just learned that last week.
when it comes up, it goes automatically to Top Shot. I didn't realize that. Well, maybe I can preset that. I don't know, but I'm definitely changing it now. Definitely changing it. We've been getting a lot of subs lately, but then they go away. You know, it's frustrating. We've been up to 270 twice, and now we're back to 265 again. So it's frustrating.
We went down to 262.
We went down to 262.
Yeah, so
we've
it's
gained
crazy.
a few, but yeah.
we're back and forth, back and
We're
forth.
back and forth, back and forth. It's crazy. It's frustrating. Susie works hard. She gets up in the morning and says, check out the subs. We'll have 5 more. And then by the end of the day, we lost them.
All right. John says it takes a lot of special tools. It does, and electronics too. You're right.
Electronics is what it takes. Too.
Yeah, and the tools.
You got to be,
Yeah.
really computer savvy too. Really do. Yeah, Gary says, remember adjusting the carb or pulling the choke? LOL, right? I do. Carburetor, what's that? Really? Oh, even my machines at work now, they're fuel injected, which is fine. I've got it all figured out there because it's pretty simple. It's just, golf course equipment. So I'm not really busting my butt on these cars, although I was a mechanic on cars for several years until I got into the golf course business and I started working on golf course equipment, fairway mowers and greens mowers and all the golf carts and the tractors, and there's all kinds of machinery involved.
But you did have carburetors and
we had
chokes back in the day.
I know.
Yeah.
But even my machines today have gone to fuel. And,
right.
I mean, some of them have carburetors, but and as a matter of fact, a lot of my small machines now are little diesels, which are really neat to work on, really simple. They really are. They've got a little bit of computer in them here or there, but they're pretty simple.
He said he started his pickup more than once by pouring vodka down the carb.
Yeah. Yep.
Stand back, he says.
Just stand back in case it backfires, right?
Is that another good tip you're supposed to give us? So in case our car doesn't start, we use vodka.
It's so damn cold in Canada. Maybe you need a vodka to get it running, right? It's funny.
That's a good one.
It really is funny. So.
You never know what you're going to use,
now,
right?
Yep. So now Sue's making the phone call back to the place that we're having the rig worked on to get the universal joints and carry bearings tomorrow morning and see where we're at.
See if we might have lost our place in line
hopefully,
too.
We need the rig by December 2nd is all we know, and that's what we're telling them. And we only live like 5 miles from the place. So after Sue talks to him, she's going to try to tell him, why don't we just leave it here so I can work on it in the meantime, because we've got those heating pads coming. I got a couple things I need to do to it. It's always something you need to do to it.
I need to organize better and get
this and that, and then just call me a day ahead of time and I'll get it there. It's that time of year at work where I can drop anything in the middle of the day, grab the rig, run it over there, and then go back to work. It's not an issue. It's not summertime, not a lot of golfing going on or anything like that. It's starting to wind down. All the guys are doing at work now is blowing leaves and trying to keep the course free of leaves. We just had a couple of rainstorms now, so I'm sure it's covered. And that's all they'll be doing, which makes it a little easier on me because they're just using blowers and stuff like that, They're not using all the high...
Less things they can break on.
Yeah, and they're not using the fairway mowers and the T-mowers and tractors and all that kind of stuff. So. But, so we're going to see if we can just arrange it so we can leave it here and have them call a day ahead of time.
Sue wants to know, is that for real or just a joke?
What?
Putting the vodka in the
Oh, no, it's for real. I believe that's for real, yeah.
Sue wants to know in case she needs to know for info later, right, Sue?
No, you can, yeah.
Rather than, will you put that carburetor, choke, what do you call that? Choke stuff?
I'll
spray in that?
I'll if I want to be gentle on the motor, I'll get it running on it. A little bit of WD-40 will make something run too. But if I want to do that, I'll either use ether or starting fluid. But as a mechanic, I figure if something's not starting, there's another reason. And force starting is generally not the way to go, unless you're in a hurry to get something done. But, I'll use either ether, which is just straight start. The old-fashioned starting fluid is just ether, which is, which will start a motor anyway. When I used to go-kart race, we had these racing motors, and they were hard to pull, and all of this stuff because of the high compression. And when it was cold at the racetrack in the morning, when we get there before warm-ups, we try to get them cranked up, and they wouldn't. And we ran alcohol in them, and they wouldn't start. The alcohol just wouldn't start. And to be gentle on the motor, because it lubricates at the same time, I'd use a little WD-40, and WD-40, it would start once, install, hit it again, it might start once again, install, hit it again with WD-40, and it'll start. Ether will start something, but it's kind of brutal. It's a definite dry start. Moon Mountain Adventures made it back. LOL.
You only wanted soup? Oh, you didn't have any more ribs to heat up? Oh, you guys are sick of ribs right now.
He only wanted soup. It's too funny.
So
Yeah.
I'm like you. I don't know much about mechanics except for I used to watch. I've watched him many times over the years, and he had a little side business that he'd do after the golf course where he went and fixed people's lawnmowers. So I learned a lot then just watching him. Like I know you have to, like at this one point it was when the gas first changed over and all the gas all getting bad gas. People would leave the gas in over the winter, and come spring it was like, what's wrong with it? Bad gas. What's wrong with it? Bad gas. Bad gas. We'd have to pull a carburetor apart. I could never pull a carburetor apart, but I know that that's what if it's not running, it's probably the carburetor. So I could tell you that. Doesn't mean I know how to fix it, but I could tell you that that's what's wrong with that.
Gary says, some say I was a crazy F when I was young. Some said that about me too, especially my father.
Even when he's old.
Yeah, I'm still kind of crazy. I can be kind of crazy. I was a nutcase with cars though. I'll tell you, I had hot rods. I drove fast everywhere all the time.
Bye, Liz. Thanks so much for stopping by and visiting with us tonight.
Bye,
Appreciate
Liz.
it.
Thank you very, very much.
Have a great night. Tell Dave if Dave's been listening. Hi, Dave, and bye, Dave.
Liz was one of my first subs.
She was.
Way back in the day. Well, way back in the day. Back in January.
Right. Peace, everyone.
Oh, she just fed him thick pea soup out of a can. There you go.
You had to add the ham though, because I don't think many pea soups come with ham in it already. Yes, Sweet Pea is snoring, Carol. Did you hear this? More of a snort rather than a snore. It's getting time for her to get stuff to be taken out and get her nurturing going. So it was more of a snort of like, hello, are you paying attention over here with time?
Gary said when he lived in Edmonton, people would, it was so cold up there that people would have a hard time running their car. And he would look at them and say, "You got any vodka?" And they'd go, "What?" And quick start was a luxury back then. He said, "Yeah, it was, yeah."
I should have said hi to him sooner, Liz. Sorry. You said the other day you mentioned that he was listening too. So, hi, Dave. Bye, Dave.
Him, he says, heated up the soup. Haha, I do love him. I put a bit of ham in it. It's too funny.
Gary said a little for the car and a little for me.
Yep, there you go. Especially when it's that cold out. That's for sure. Cal said, I heard her. Yeah, she's snoring away here. Which usually it's kind of weird. She must be tired. She's had a very busy weekend because usually right around 6 o'clock she wants to start going out. I usually cut our live short to take her out, but
I think her eyes are open actually. That's why she snorted. I don't think she's actually snoring. She snorted more like a hello.
But she's definitely chilling out though.
Yeah, she's still resting. She hasn't got up. Last time she got up and left on her own and went outside.
She did because she has a doggy door. So yeah, she actually did.
She got up and left. She's like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm leaving.
I love that dog. Have I said that before?
I don't think so.
Gary, see you later. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you, Gary.
We're gonna take off here ourselves pretty soon. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes.
Thank you, Gary. Thanks so
very
much.
much. Appreciate it.
I'm sure he'll be watching some more of your
I will be
videos.
watching your videos.
And maybe I'll see you tomorrow on Sue's if you're there.
Yeah, too bad you're not going to Quartzsite. We can meet.
I know we would like that. So
Maybe next year.
well, we don't know if we'll make it next year or
We'll
not,
see.
but this might be our one time until we officially retire. So
Yeah, who knows?
who knows? Maybe we'll win the
Maybe
the
we'll be
mega.
lucky enough where we'll just save up enough money for gas and go down and camp out.
Maybe we'll win the mega bucks too.
I mean, we could get enough for gas to go down there if we have to. I guess. We'll see. This is going to be a big trip. We're going to go to the dentist. We're going to go to Mexico. Then we're going to go to Quartzsite and hang out there for probably 2.5, 3 weeks and meet all kinds of YouTubers.
I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to meeting all kinds of people. Steve from Desert Adventure, Tom and Lori from RV Life, R Endeavor, Dave from R Endeavor, Roy and Becky,
Box Fan D,
Whoa Nelly,
more bang for your bucks.
More bang for your bucks. All these people. It goes on and on. I can't think of half of them that we've made friends with. And I guess a lot of people show up. We might even get to meet
Leisurely
traveling,
traveling.
traveling Robert. You know, we might even
Leisurely
interview him,
traveling.
who's the guy that actually started all this with me, because I started watching him one day, and
That's
I'm like,
right.
wow. And then I don't know, I watched somebody else, and wow. And then I decided to start a YouTube channel, not for traveling, but just to take a picture of Sweepy. And then, you know, we do road trips. So I figured, yeah, we'll just film our road trips. And that's what we started doing. Next thing you know, here we are. We're,
Bob said, Gary said he's boring in person. Ask Bob, Dave, Don, or Jim.
I'm kind of boring in person too. I don't
I
say
know, I
much.
can't believe people want to come visit us because we are pretty
I
boring.
don't really say much in person. I actually talk a hell of a lot more here than I do maybe all week.
Bye, Peter. Peter goes on after us. So if you guys
Yeah,
got
Peter will be on
some
soon.
time, go visit Peter at Old Man King. He's up next at 6:30.
Yep.
So, bye, Peter. Thanks so much for joining us. We so appreciate it.
So yeah, I think we're gonna cut it short here right now, guys, though, because Sweepy wants to go out, and Peter over at Old Man King Homestead is going to be live, and Sue wants to check out his live, and I need to go to bed soon. So
Yeah, he's got to wind down
I'm
before
very
bed.
tired. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody, each and every
Thank
one
you,
of you.
guys.
I want to thank all the people that subscribed this past week, and we welcome you to join us next week. We'll be here Sunday at 5. Well, live at 5.
Live at 5.
Lord willing, we will be here, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks so much for everyone coming to visit. We really, really
We
appreciate
really
it.
appreciate it.
Y'all have a great week. Take good care. Carol, take good care of yourself.
Bye, Sue. Thank you.
Bye, Sue.
Sandy.
Thank you as always.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.